Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. We have a very different video today. So I wanted to do a little bit something different. So I am such a huge fan of skincare. So I wanted to show you what I do in the morning for my morning routine skincare. So if you guys want to find some tips and tricks or learn something new or see other products that people are using, then please keep on watching. All right, so I woke up this morning and I have to tell you, baby, this skin is parched, honey. Now, if I did resurfacing the night before, what I would do is, I'm like over here playing with the water. What I would do is I would use my Foreo, which is a great tool for cleansing. And they have different type of like medical grade silicone, so it doesn't like absorb bacteria. So it's super easy to wash off and reuse. You never have to replace the brush head like you do on a Clarisonic. So it has different little like tingly little nubs for different like skin concerns. I just always use this one. This is like for like, I think like the normal to like dry side. And I think this is supposed to be more for like the oily side. So I always use this side, and you just have your Foreo, and I think this is the Foreo Luna Mini 2, and you can just recharge it. And I literally charge it maybe once every 3 months. That's literally how good the battery life is on this. So this is a must for me. I always use this in the morning, and I particularly use this in the shower. Now, last night I did not do any resurfacing, so I don't want to use something so heavily overly I don't want to strip my skin. So and I also use the Carez foaming cream cleanser. This is the same formulation as the Carez Biome yogurt mask that I'm obsessed with, and I did a previous video on that. So if you want to find out about that mask and how that's amazing, it's become a staple in my like beauty routine, please look that video up. The Carez yogurt biome mask, amazing. But they have a cleanser too in that yogurt line with Carez. This is all natural clean, and I love this cream cleanser because it is very light and not over stripping on the skin, but it also has pre and probiotics. So I like that protection. It helps with my sensitivity. If I need like a deeper clean, but I don't want to strip my skin, this is what I use. So normally I would use this in the mornings because I do a lot of resurfacing, and I'm going to do a nighttime video so you guys will see the type of stuff that I do at nighttime for anti-aging. But last night, no resurfacing, so these babies right here, we are not going to use them. What I am going to use is the Oat Cleansing Balm from the Inky List. Now, I actually have been hearing so much about The Ordinary, but The Ordinary is not a completely Sephora-approved clean brand. So I heard they might be working on that and trying to become cleaner. However, it's not. It's pretty good. It's pretty clean, but it's not the cleanest. The Inky List though is around the same price point, affordable skincare, and it is Sephora approved for the green clean seal of approval. So I wanted a cleansing balm, and I'm gonna tell you why everybody needs this, even if you have oily skin. So not only is a cleansing balm great for makeup removal, which is something that we all need help with because I don't like to be wiping at my face. I like to use wipes when I have like really heavy makeup, and then I still will like double, triple cleanse and use this as one of the steps. But I always like a cleansing balm, not just for removing makeup, but it's really great to have in your corner when your skin feels really dry or really stripped or sensitive, or let's say you've had like certain procedures done to your skin where your skin is more sensitive or it's more dry or it's more inflamed or irritated. This Oat Cleansing Balm is perfect because it's meant to remove makeup and cleanse skin for sensitivities. So it's gonna help with hydration, it's gonna help with sensitivities. So this is perfect because my skin does feel a little dry this morning. My skin is tricky. So when I was younger, my skin used to be a lot more oily and acne prone, and now my skin is a lot more, it's a lot more like dry and sensitive. So Anything that helps with dryness and sensitive is great. However, I don't like to have things that are meant for dry skin be so extra dewy or so extra like oily and sheen. I don't really like that because I had oily acne prone skin for so long until I started to get older, my skin changed. Because I had that skin though for so long, I don't really like having my skin look too dewy and radiant. It's just not my cup of tea, and you guys should know that too if you've been watching any of my makeup videos. So, Oat Cleansing Balm is great. So I'm gonna use this, and it's also great too because you could also leave it on for 10 minutes as a hydrating mask. So let me get this baby out. It smells good. This is like the texture. It's just like this nice creamy jelly. And with a cleansing balm like this, you really wanna make sure you get it onto your skin while your skin is dry. You don't wanna just put it on, like you don't mix it with water. You don't wanna do that. What I like too about this, because it's like a cleansing balm and it's good for removing makeup, it's gentle and safe enough to use on the eyes. So sometimes if you get eye crusties, I don't have any this morning, but if I did, this would be great too as well. And you could like literally just gently, very gently massage your lids. So yes, so we like that. It's nice a little hydration cleansing moment together. And see how it gets like milky like this? Turns into a milk. And I always bring everything down to my neck. It's really good that you take care of the skin on your neck. So anytime I'm cleansing, any of my skincare automatically goes to the neck. Always, like, that's a must. It feels so refreshing. Very gently on the eye area. No tugging or pulling. We don't have time for that. No, ma'am. All right, and this is a weird little tip, but I like to use paper towels to like blot my face and just kind of blot off the excess water because they're more gentle on the skin. I feel like towels, like a terry cloth towel is like too rough. And I feel like it's just, I don't like the way it feels on my face. And I also just, sometimes it leaves fuzzies on your face too, and you're trying to like get your skincare right because then you gotta go straight into your makeup and that's just a whole mess. So, yeah, skin is so fresh. I had like a little red spot here that was like really like pronounced and that's like calmed down. Yeah. Also did my nails too. I did like a dark gray matte top coat. I was really feeling that fantasy, honey. Okay, so the other thing that I will do, and this isn't always every single time, but I do feel like I need it, is I will do a lip scrub. So I am using the Jeffree Star Velour Lip Scrub in Vanilla Mint. That's from like the Blue Blood collection. And I've mentioned this scrub before on my channel. I bought this over a year ago and I'm like not even halfway through it. It's amazing. So I like to do a lip scrub a couple times a week. Especially if my skin is just feeling really crusty on my lips. So the lips were just really parched and dry. So next step is a serum. So I have the Ole Henriksen True Serum. This is a collagen boosted vitamin C enhanced serum. So this has been around forever. This is kind of like one of those like skincare cult favorites. I used to use the crap out of Ole Henriksen. I'm actually using more serum than I need, but whatever. I'm heavy-handed. I have seen this around and I've used it before. It's great, but Sephora had like a little like mini sample set of Ole Henriksen and it was like clearance for like 13 bucks. And I was like, oh snap, we're grabbing that. I like to have different serums for different things. Day, night, for different concerns. Some more aging, some more hydration, some more like brightening, anti-pollution. So this vitamin C serum is a perfect example of that. This is a great go-to for me in the daytime because the vitamin C will help protect against free radicals, pollution, any environmental stressors and damage. Oh, skin is really dry now. Not dry in the bad way, but dry from the serum, just kind of coming in and penetrating. Normally I will use 2 pumps, but I can still show this little like secret step later, like, or coming up next, whatever. But I use that serum, great, good stuff. Now, before I get into my moisturizer, my skin has gotten like a little dry. And one thing that a lot of people do is that like, I shouldn't have, normally I wouldn't allow the serum to dry like that, but my skin is so dry, it just drank up that serum. So I like to leave it where my skin is still a little moist in between steps, because when I would go to use like my moisturizer or my SPF, the products, when your skin's wet, is 70% more absorbent. So it's like a sponge. It's more gonna drink the products in. And it also allows you to use less product. So like a little bit will go a longer way if your skin is a little wet. So what do I do now that my skin has dried? Well, baby, the good old Evian water spray. So I love this stuff. This I've been using for years and it's amazing. So you can use any sort of hydration, like water mister, mineral spray, just as long as it's not really like a makeup spray, unless it's like something that's like really like natural, very clean, something that you could use to rehydrate your skin. So I just feel like you can't go wrong with water. So I'm just using the natural mineral water. It moisturizes, refreshes, tones, and I always end up buying it from like Marshall's or Ross, and like this is like a $30 can. It says compare at $15. It's not really $15 for this whole bottle, I know, because I bought this in the past. I paid full price for it, but it was $8.99 at Marshall's. Let me tell you, Marshall's, baby, Ross, honey, Kohl's, all them stores, you find some really good deals, especially Marshall's. I've been finding like all kinds of crazy stuff from like Alginus and like Caudalie and Ulla Henriksen, baby, all these brands, and I'll be finding stuff real cheap, and Caress too. So I'm just gonna go in, remist my face, and I'm being very generous. So now what I'm gonna do is take my peptide moisturizer from the Inky List. Now this was like $15. I love it because you just like press it and the product comes out. I did like 1.5 pumps. I like a little extra moisture, but what I like to do is I like to cocktail. So I have an oil from Royal Oil from Lord Jones. It's just like a CBD enhanced oil. It has like 100 milligrams of CBD, and I'll put like 2 drops because I'm very oily. So now I have like the moisturizer and the oil kind of in there. But what I like to do, this is my favorite SPF. This is from Murad, and this is the City Skin Age Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 50. I don't be wearing SPF 30 on my face. No ma'am, I like 50 and up. I like that, and it's like, it's a mineral sunscreen, and it has PA++++++, and I forgot what the rep told me, but that's supposed to be really, really good in terms of the type of spectrum of defense it has. But some call outs, it protects from UAV, UVB, pollution, blue light from devices, and infrared radiation. What I also like about this, it has like a little tint to it, and you'll see where it color corrects the skin and helps tone down redness. Great for sensitivity skin, great for sensitive and dry prone skin that tends to get a little bit red. But it also has a polymer matrix which helps inhibit adhesion and the penetration of toxins and pollutions. And the color correcting tint evens tone and boosts radiance. I mean, like, this does it all, baby. I love this. I will literally use this and I will wear it as if it's my primer. I'll go right in with my makeup because it just has such a smoothing effect, and it protects my skin from letting all the junk in the day like absorb into my skin. Whew. We got a remist. She is dry, baby. She is drinking it up. So there is the SPF. I told you it's got like that little peachy tone. And I've got a cocktail now of the oil, the moisturizer, and the SPF. And I'm just gonna mix that all together. So cocktailing is such a great way to really like switch up your skincare and keep it very versatile. So I like to do that. And the SPF also helps, even if I didn't have the oil. That SPF is great because it has like a nice little slickness to it. And I definitely, it's not, they don't claim to be used for a primer. They don't claim any of those type of stuff. So I just want to make that very clear. It's not intended as a primer. I'm just saying it does make my skin look so nice, and tints, that tint that it has in there, it really helps even out my skin. It's incredible, and I love it. And I love the way it feels. It's like, feels like very smooth on my skin. It feels like butter. And it doesn't leave that white cast either. And it's a mineral sunscreen, which is gonna offer you like more protection than like a chemical sunscreen. Well, mineral is a physical sunscreen, then there's chemical. And so a physical sunscreen is always way better than a chemical. And actually chemical will protect you, I think, from like UVA, but not necessarily UVB, one of the two. And chemical also will still absorb heat and will still absorb heat. So for someone who has sensitive skin like me, and I actually technically have rosacea, but I take such good care of my skin, I don't have to really do so much for flare-ups, but I always get a little bit here, sometimes here. But it helps with that. So if you have a chemical sunscreen, it's still gonna absorb heat, which can like flare up your rosacea. However, a physical sunscreen won't be like that. And that is a physical sunscreen because it's a mineral sunscreen. So I am in love with that, okay? The skin is moisturized. So the peptide moisturizer was $15 and you get 1.7 ounces, $15. And the real tea is that when it comes to skincare, you really shouldn't be spending and dropping crazy amounts of money on like a cleanser or like a moisturizer, because a cleanser has a simple function to clean your skin. So you need a good cleanser, yes, but you don't need to be spending crazy exorbitant amounts about it on it. Like all these anti-aging properties and all other stuff, like let's be realistic, it's not like that is truly gonna make such a huge difference, and it really doesn't. It's a cleanser at the end of the day. It doesn't matter what sort of other beneficial high potent ingredients are in there. It's meant to clean your skin. Moisturizer, meant to moisturize. A lot of people get caught up in a moisturizer having all these anti-aging stuff in it. The reality is that like, yes, moisturizers will help, and yes, some that have more potent ingredients will help. However, the real tea is that at the end of the day, it's treatments. Treatments are what make your anti-aging skincare routine. So I don't really like to spend too much money on my moisturizer, and I don't like to spend too much money on my cleanser. So I think having products like the Inky List and mixing that in with products that I do have that are a little bit more high-end, like the Ulla Henriksen or the Murad, I think that that's really good. In terms of SPF, if you want like a clean SPF that's like high performing, I do feel like you're gonna have to pay up a little bit more. And this is like $70. To be fair, I've had this now for over like 8 months and I'm still going because I use so little and I mix it in. I cocktail, you like that? So that's really gonna make a difference. And using my water to my mister to help like the traction of the product, so I don't have to use more product and I have to use less, makes it more absorbent. It makes my products go longer, further. So if I do choose to spend $70 on an SPF, but I choose to spend $15 on a cleanser, that's totally okay because I am making the most of my products. And the SPF, like I said, it's pricey. I ain't gonna front, it is pricey, but I do like a really good high-end SPF. I've been using high-end SPFs on my face for years. It's one thing to use something like a Neutrogena body spray. I am putting a Neutrogena on my face, baby. No, ma'am, point blank, period. So I need to move on to my eye cream. So the face is done. So since my skin is feeling really dry, I'm gonna use the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment. Now this is like a cult product. This has kind of been around forever. There's nothing really too crazy special about it in terms of like anti-aging. I've had better eye creams with anti-aging properties, but I will say it is extremely hydrating. Baby, when I tell you, I was having really bad rosacea over a year ago and I was having like flare-ups around my eyes, and I had like I think it was this eye, and I had this one area that was just red and inflamed, and would just, nothing would take care of it, nothing would help. I had used products like First Aid Beauty with colloidal oatmeal, and that would help a little bit, but like nothing serious, and it was just very, very persistent. And then I was like, maybe my eye cream that I was using is just not hydrating enough. And it wasn't, baby, because I saw how thick this was and how everyone was like, this is so intensely hydrating. I was like, okay, let's give her a go. And I tried a sample of this. It was gone literally in 2 days. Such a big difference the first night I used it, and then the second night I was like, or the second day, because I use it day and night. Do your skincare day and night, baby. But I used it the second time, I was blown away. And I went and bought the full size. Not even, they have a mini size and they have a full one. In hindsight, I probably should have bought a small one because I do like to use this, but I don't use this all the time. I have another eye cream that I like to use at night. And when I do my night skincare video, y'all will see that. So it's just very thick. And also, like, if I really wanted to pile it on, that like light green also kind of brightens up a little bit. Don't want to fall into the trap of like using like skincare as like it's sort of semi makeup, you know, and it helps, but it's not going to be like a true brightener. So last thing I need to do is hydrate these lips. So this ain't nothing new, baby. If you have been on my channel, if you've seen previous videos, if you saw the video I did of the Bite lip collection that I reviewed with all the newness with the night treatment, the serum, or the lip oil, you would know. This lip mask has been around forever. Literally been using this since Bite first stepped foot into Sephora. And that was like, what, 2013, 2014? And it feels so incredible on your lips, especially if you just really felt really dry and parched. Baby. Feels so good on my lips. So, lip is done. Now, these two little steps are extra, depends on what I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna go, but I always wear perfume, and I just chose one of my perfumes, and I can go over like perfumes and do another video. I think that would be really great because I did used to work in fragrance, and so I do know more than the average person about fragrances. I would say I'm pretty well versed in like navigating fragrances, so I can do a video on that. So if you guys are interested, be sure to let me know. But daytime, I have things to do, places to go. Just general rule of thumb, not necessarily something you have to do. However, I kind of like to have my fragrance be versatile and kind of be a reflection of me. So I am doing the Atelier Cologne, and this one is Bergamot Soleil. So it's basically like Bergamot Sun. And Atelier Colognes, they're like predominantly like clean. They're like 99% clean fragrances. I like this. It is super bright and citrusy. And so I really just love a really like nice, clean, fresh fragrance for the day to really kind of put that pep in your step. You're feeling fresh, light. You don't want anything too heavy. Just a little something, something. Obviously every day is different. I have different fragrances too, but that was the one I was just feeling. And lastly, I am gonna do my makeup today, so this isn't a necessary step, but I have the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops, the coconut dewdrops, and this is in Do You? ? This is the coconut gel highlighter dewdrops. So this is optional, but because I wanna wear makeup today and I want like a little extra glow, and this is a great way too if you are just really looking for a great like little like zhuzh to your skin, but like you're not trying to do a full beat. Put some highlighter on bare skin, baby. No matter what formulation, powder, cream, gel, liquid, it doesn't matter. Just do the do, honey. Yeah, it's such a quick, easy way to just like add like a really pretty, like soft little like glow, and it looks natural and it doesn't look bad. And I think something like this too, that's like a liquid gel cream formulation, something more wet, that your skin can like absorb, looks really, really nice. And it doesn't look like crazy unnatural. And like, you can pile it on as much as you want. Like, that's your prerogative. You know, that's your business, like Miss Tabitha Brown says. I'm not a big fan of putting like highlighter on my nose because I have a very strong like masculine nose, and then I have like this soft baby face. She's so womanly, baby. I just have such a soft face, and it's just like very like pretty youthful features that it doesn't make sense for me to like pull this forward. I don't have like a tiny little nose, like it just doesn't work. And you don't always have to highlight and contour every part of you. You should actively think about what you want to like pull forward and what you want to pull back. You know, you're sculpting your face with highlighting and contouring. In this case, I'm not really contouring. I am just highlighting, and I'm just adding a little fresh glow to my skin. And honestly, something like this on bare skin, you warm it up, you may help it sink into the skin, you know? And this color, this Do You, is just such a pretty, like natural, just like the littlest baby bit, you know? You know what I'm saying? I love it. So that's a little extra step. If I had like a glowy, dewy spray and I wanted that on my bare skin, I could use that, but I don't want a full glow. That's why I just did only the Dew highlighter. But if I did, imagine that. Imagine a dewy spray with the Dew. You can see the shine is real. Oh God, I'm being extra, I know, but I love this stuff, and like, my skin is dry, so my skin is gonna literally like drink this up in a second. So that is everything for my daytime skincare routine. So if you guys really like this video, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, be sure to share, be sure to tweet, be sure to hit me up on IG, you know, talk to me, baby. So all that good stuff. I am gonna do a video tonight for my skincare routine at night. And I'm also going to do some other videos like so about like routine stuff. So I appreciate all your love and support. We'll see you guys on the next video. Videos are every Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.